Let's have a little story time real quick, guys. I'll tell you something that happened many years ago, back before we had the real hazardous 27 contender. We had a little 22-foot Stratus. And it was kind of neat because we had the old Evinrude Ficht on it, that old motor, and it had issues like many of them did, and we ended up putting a new motor on it. We put a 225 Evinrude E-Tech on it. And it was like very beginning that came out. We were one of the first ones to get one. It's pretty cool because we hadn't had a new motor like that before. So I was pretty excited. We were going down to the Keys about a month later. So what I did was really wanted it to look good. I waxed that motor up, and I waxed the whole boat up, and even waxed a lot of like the metal, the aluminum. Like we had a little dive platform, a little dive ladder, with that little rail, and I waxed that rail. So I had the motor, the rail, everything waxed. Well, it was one day we were lobstering, and conditions were kind of bad. The current was bad, and it seems like every year, back then, they'd get to a point where my dad would, his fun meter would run out when we were lobstering, and he'd be like, I'm so frustrated, and I'd be driving the boat, and he'd get in the boat and want to switch. And in this particular case, I heard him complain, and he's like, I'm getting in the boat, stop the boat. So I'm stopping, and he goes to get up, and the way he usually gets up is, he grabs the handrail, and it's kind of just a one-step ladder, so it's kind of hard to use. And you put your feet on that, you grab the handrail, you grab the motor. He goes to pull himself up, but because they're both waxed, he just slips right back, goes completely underwater. He was like, he's angry and muttering stuff as he was climbing up, and he switched, and he went blah, blah, blah. So I started like laughing while he was underwater. Then he pops back up. I immediately stopped laughing and just looked straight ahead. And he came up, he wasn't saying nothing. He just got in the boat, grabbed the towel, and he just kind of looked at me, knowing that like I thought it was funny. I guess he kind of thought it was a little funny too. He calmed down a little after that. So just a funny story. And if you're gonna wax your boat, maybe not wax the handrails. People may slip.